Greetings, dear Gemini. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And I want to wish you a very happy new year. Today, we're going to tap into some energy for some yearly tarot predictions for 2025 for you. So, as we're coming out of 2024, which collectively was a year number 8, so eights are very powerful for attracting opportunities, for attracting a lot of abundance, right? It's a very like expansion year, right? 2024 had the potential to be. So think about the ways and what has grown in your life. What have you been lucky with? What have you been fortunate to receive? Right. So really thinking about those things of what we're leaving in 2024, and we're going to shift into 2025, which is going to be a year number 9. Now, 9 is not a completion. So 9 years are known for where we really have to apply some of our resilience, right? There's something you're really working towards, right? This is when it's either bust or boom, right? So this is a time to really be able to put in some hard work, to really be able to see if you can get past the difficulties and the challenges to get into that finish line. So this is a great time for grinding hard for any objectives or goals that you really have um, going into this year. Okay, so we're gonna just take a look and just see what's happening with you. So I got this brand new deck that we're using for you. This is Zodiac Tarot. So we're going to be using these cards. This is the first time I'm ever using this deck. I've already cleansed it, purified it, and it's ready for you. So you get to be the lucky start of using this brand new deck. And then we're going to close the reading out with one card from the Eternal Crystals Oracle. And this is just looking at a particular stone or crystal that you could probably utilize during this year to just kind of help you with whatever the lesson or the theme is for your particular reading. So let's first just set the intention that this is for the sign of Gemini. So if you have Gemini and it is in your sun and your rising, then it is my sincerest intention that this reading may resonate with you in some capacity and that you're able to receive these messages and apply them to your own life, always and only for your highest good. All right, let's go ahead and get started, dear Gemini. So we are first looking at what do you need to release in 2024? What do you need to say goodbye to? This could be toxic people, toxic behavior patterns, or just things that you just have outgrown. They're no longer valid or relevant in your life at this time. Let's go ahead and channel some messages for Gemini. What does Gemini need to release in 2024? All right, so right off the bat. Okay. Is that an 8? Yes, it is. So Gemini, the first card that came out was the Star. Now the Star is known for being kind of like the optimist of the, I want to say is really the optimist. It's more of like having very lofty ideas, being very inspirational to people. But sometimes the Star has a hard time being grounded. So it's like having this renewal of hope and faith and dreams in your dreams. It's like having extremely ambitious and lofty ideas. And I'm harboring on to the ideas that you have, right? It's like you have so many great plans that are in your head, right? There's just like a lot of mental clarity. You could be, I mean, and Gemini is known for really being, I want to say like so much of an intellectual sign, but more of a sign that has a very strong mental acumen that's able to kind of flirt with a lot of concepts and ideas and doesn't get like confused or stuck in things, right? So there's a lot of like very flowy mental energy when it comes to Gemini. And this has shown that this year you have really perfected that in some sense, or that your ideas of what you've wanted to do, what you've dreamed of doing have been very, very strong this year. You've had a lot of good ideas, but there's something here that is blocking them. It's like they're getting stuck in your head, and you haven't been able to really expel the ideas and materialize them into the tangible world as of 2024. So I feel like most of what you need to release is like keeping things in here, and not giving them the follow through to activate that mental energy and to put it into the real world. Okay. So it's saying that like in 2024, you have to really end those mental blockages, right? If you have an idea, like, or there's something about It could even be like the amount of ideas perhaps could be overwhelming for you, because it's like maybe you just have been fluttering between different concepts. Like you want to do this and then you switch it up and you want to do that. But this is really saying that there's something consistent about you. Your mind is like one of the most powerful forces that you have that's behind you. And there's something here about your ideas are lovely. They are great, right? With that star here, the star, you have a lot of inner clarity. And even the ideas that you have could even be miracles to yourself and to other people, right? Could really like catapult you and put you in the spotlight. But if you're just thinking about them and they never get above ground, then you've got the stuck energy. And so this is in your position of needing to release that. You need to release um, the inaction of moving to the next level when it comes to like golden ideas that you have. What you could even find is you could be thinking about something or maybe even talking about it with other people, and then suddenly you'll start seeing your idea manifest and somebody else did it, right? And it's just like you're not necessarily putting in all of the necessary legwork that's required to get those ideas moving. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you to let go of in 2024, and to exercise more action when it comes to that, right? And don't block yourself when it comes to that. So let's see in 2025, our next question is, what new energy is approaching for our Geminis in 2025? What new energy is approaching Gemini in 2025? Okay. Hmm. This is beautiful. I really love this. First thing I'm seeing is this Four of Wands energy. You're getting a lot of great energies. So I'm seeing that there's something about the home, perhaps, or your stability or your community. Because this Four of Wands, this is the card of, let me see, this is Venus in Aries. So when we talk about Venus, Venus is our home space. It's also the people that we have our intimate relationships with, right, are also part of our Venus. It's how we beautify our home. It's what is beautiful to us. It's almost like our love language, so to speak. So when we talk about that and we put it in that sign of Aries, this is you being very like directional and intentional about what you want your home to look like, what you want your community to look like, what you want your tribe to look like, who do you want to be around, right? Who do you want to be having in your space? So this is, I feeling like you're having like a lot more control and power, or you're just attracting the right tribe and the right people. And I'm really seeing that you're being able to, that there's some nurturing energy that's coming in here. So this could be having a baby, or not necessarily. If you that's not what you're looking for, you're in that, you're not in that. But this is a maternal energy, right? So this is if it's not about like actual procreation, this could also just be looking at creating something, right? Like we talked about those ideas in 2024. This is giving birth to those ideas. This is a really great transition from your last question. Your last question about what you needed to release, and then the Empress comes out. There's no better card to come out than the Empress, because this is breathing life into something, right? Like I said, even if it's literally a baby, or it's an idea that turns into a business, or there's something here that you can really um, catch on to. And I think whatever it is, it's going to be really great for your finances, because you got this Nine of Pentacles here. Now, this is all about luxury. This is self-sufficiency. And I really think about this as more of like this financial gain and just getting everything that you kind of need and then some. Okay. So that Nine of Pentacles is being able to be as self-sufficient as you possibly can. This is an increase in your self-sufficiency. So I'm seeing that really approaching you. And it definitely has something to do with your community, your stability, your home space, and you nurturing and creating something that's going to proceed to some financial abundance in some way. Okay. Or financial self-sufficiency. So that's what I've got for what's approaching. So now let's look at, how do you stay grounded, right? So to manifest this idea of coming into success and your highest potential, we want to be able to stay grounded and not in this block space, or not or lack, or not being able to focus, right? So how can we stay grounded, Gemini, in 2025? How can Gemini stay grounded? Interesting. Okay. Well, you've got first the Page of Wands here. The Page of Wands is a very innocent, youthful energy. But when I think about the Page of Wands, like my interpretation of it is like delving into your hobbies, delving into things that you find fun. So it's almost like there's this, I'm feeling also with this Five of Wands here. Five of Wands is about rivalry, it's about competition. It's, trying to get that contract, trying to, um, it's like just challenges, right? It can even be sports as well when we talk about that. So maybe you're really getting into a sport when there's some type of competition that's involved. This is Saturn in Leo, right? So Saturn is like how we learn our lessons, and there's something about other people and competition and that's going to be teaching you a lesson. But I feel like it's lighthearted energy. It's all in fun, okay? With that Page of Wands here, and then you got this Five of Pentacles. I'm a little perplexed about this because the Five of Pentacles is more about its lack, its financial loss, is feeling isolated, okay? But what I think collectively what this could mean with those all being together, and this is in regards to how you're staying grounded. I feel that this year you could be seeing like an ebb and flow in perhaps your money. It could be in and out, right? And so with that, because this is also that Five of Pentacles is also about like what you need to remove or leave out, okay? So it's like getting comfortable with loss, being okay with that and understanding that like the loss is quite temporary, okay? And despite that, despite having those losses, I don't think that you're supposed to like grovel or be too emotionally affected by the losses, because what you're really being encouraged to do is just like have a very like easy come easy go energy, right? And knows there's going to be a lot of people who are probably around you, especially if you are unleashing, because story's going to be different for everybody, but if you're on the precipice of unleashing a new idea or a new business, or starting a new job of some sort, there's something significant about there being other people, but this is like a lesson that's like pushing you to be stronger, that it's the whatever you want is not going to be uncontested. There are other people who have similar goals, objectives, and dreams as you do, and it's like or people who just want to stop you from getting that bag or whatever it is that you're looking for. But I'm seeing that there's something here where there's definitely going to be some unstable energy. Um, but you stay grounded by keeping your innocence, keeping that childlike nature, but also keeping yourself doing things that make you feel good, whether that's a sport that you play or music or your hobbies, cooking, whatever it is, things that make you feel good, things that can remove you from that competitive spirit, because it's not healthy to just be on all the time on this fight or flight mode all the time. This is just saying like, hey, look, it's going to be like tough to get where you want. Good things do not come easy, and so you might be seeing an ebb and flow in this year, and the way you stay grounded is by and making sure that you still take the time to enjoy the small little things in life. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing about how to stay grounded in 2025, and it's a little bit more of a warning about remembering there could be some ebbs and flows, there could be some losses and some gains, there could be people where there's stiff competition, but just remember to ground yourself by doing what you enjoy. Okay, taking that time out for yourself. So let's look at what support system is available to you in the incoming year. Show me Gemini support system. I'm seeing some revelations in your support system here. You are okay. Yeah, there's definitely, you got two very revelatory cards here. First one was Judgment. Now, there's something significant about what happens this year where you're going to see who mess with you and who don't. there's going to be some clarity and some wake up calls when it comes to who and what you have available to support you. Okay. Now, it's just going to be, you're going to start to see justice be unfolding in regards to the connections that you have. Um, if you, justice is really just this great way of reckoning. It's whatever you have been pouring into people, pouring into yourself, you're going to reap whatever you've been putting in. So what you put in, you get out. Okay. So this is all going to be reflective on how you've been moving. Okay. That justice. But I think with that, you're also going to be putting a lot of things in order. So the emperor is this is about you being respected, but it's about leadership. It's about strategically planning things, right? We talk about this emperor. Emperor is more of like that fatherly, paternal card, right? That offers the discipline, the structure, the commitment that you need in life. Um, and I'm feeling like now that could be coming from you. That's something that you start implementing. And I feel that once you start implementing what you want your circle to look like, what you want your home space to look like, what you want your community to look like, you start taking like, not want to say aggressive, but just like assertive control over that. I feel that maybe that's something that you're also waking up to, right? That the support system you need is less from other people, and maybe it's just from within. Maybe you become that support, you become that pillar, that that pillar of the community, right? So there's something about here where you could be called to do that, okay? And maybe because of how you've been moving and people have kind of just been recognizing you and saying like, hey, like this is a good person that we can put into some type of leadership role, right? Or that we highly respect and trust. So it could also manifest in that way, right? Where you become this grand leader and people are able to not just like listen to you, but also like rally behind you and support you in some way. And that could be a skill or power that is really awakened in 2025 for my Geminis. And lastly, let's look at a message from the universe. What does the universe want to? Oh, yes, Jimmy. Okay. Wait, oh, no, that was from. Never mind. Okay. Very interesting. So the universe is telling you, get a couple of things here. You got the King of Pentacles. You really do have what I feel like the message, this message is saying, Gemini, you are having a growth in your positioning in life, right? For the Geminis I'm speaking to, this King of Pentacles, this is about really being practical, solid leader, an investor. This is acquiring acquiring like lifelong tangible financial and resource goals, right, for the long haul, right? When you get this King of Pentacles, this is really tapping into that energy. And then with this Moon card, it's almost like subconsciously you don't really even know where this glow up kind of came from. It's just something that just happens. You've got to be able to trust the changes and what you're seeing happen in 2025 for you. I'm seeing a major glow up for you when it comes to you getting out of your head and putting more things out there. And there could be like people kind of like really hating on you in some way, and you really rising above that and being called to like be more of a sufficient and a greater leader in some way. And I'm seeing that really change your material world in some way for the better. And then with this Hermit here, and the Hermit tells me that there could be also to take advantage of those moments of isolation, moments when you are alone, to kind of go within, to go in for some clarity, right? Some personal truth. The Hermit card is also a big card of spiritual illumination. This is when you're being upgraded, right, by the previous lessons that you've learned in your years before. and really being able to like apply that to how your life is changing in this moment. Okay. So those are my messages from the tarot. I love this for you, Gemini. I see this as being a very powerful time for you to come into your own. It's like a coming of age I'm kind of getting here. And I love it. Looks good. Let's go ahead and get one message. Let's see a crystal that you can utilize during this time. Show me a crystal. There we go. I love it. Your crystal that you can utilize in 2025 is citrine. Now, citrine is the crystal of abundance and creativity. It activates your solar plexus chakra, which is right here. And that's the space in which we feel our self-worth, our self-esteem is elevated when that chakra is well aligned and in good working condition. So I'm going to read this for you. Then we're going to close the reading out. So citrine is a crystal of abundance. Abundance comes to you in many ways. It may be a piece of happy news, a new business opportunity, money, or feeling of fulfillment. It doesn't matter which form the abundance comes in. Try to focus on only the positive things today and feel yourself being re-energized. If you feel like you need more energy, begin to get creative. When you partake in creative activities, you open yourself up to new opportunities, rekindled passion, and greater happiness. To express your creativity, you may like to garden, cook, paint, draw, write, play, or listen to music. What can you make, play, or do that you enjoy? Look especially for activities that get you thinking out of the box and help you relax. When you are feeling positive, relaxed, and or motivated, your energy levels are very high. This also helps you to attract and manifest more abundance into your life. Make a list of what you would like to achieve and then visualize yourself achieving it. Citrine is associated with the solar plexus chakra. It is known as the stone of success, and it can help you to increase your personal wealth and energy. Now, that is very, very aligned with your reading. I love that. Tarot is real. I'm trying to tell you. I've been trying to tell everybody in my life it's real. So those are your messages, Gemini. My name is Tifa. I do tarot. If you like this message and you receive it, please go ahead and type something, thank you, whatever, in the comment section. I would really appreciate that. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And I do offer personal readings. You can find more information on how to get a personal reading in the About section of the channel. Thank you so much, Gemini. Love you guys and Happy New Year.